First, I just want to tell a quick story. The first time I ever used dark humor, I wasn't a comedian, I was 16. And I got a laugh. I never thought I would try to tell jokes in front of people. But I worked for this old dude in Hanford, putting posts in the ground for the day. It was like just work, just in the Hanford heat. And this old guy was just talking shit to me the whole time about how like young people don't know shit, and I'm just sweating and driving posts into the ground. And he just says to me, if something is worth doing, my dad always told me it's worth doing right. And I said, oh man, that's a good one. My dad always told me, why the hell are you crying for, you worthless little bastard? And he looked at me, he didn't laugh, and then I said, I'm just kidding, I don't have a dad. And he laughed. How about you, miss? Do you ever think about the way you would like to die? I'm not threatening you. I'm just... Oh, very much. Come on. All right. Something adventurous. I like that. How about you?
What's that?
How do you want to die? How do you want to die?
Just to die.
Just to die. Just to die would be a great adventure. I like that. It's very Jay and Barry of you. Velma wanted adventure. You're like, whatever. Let's just die. A lot of people like to use this phrase, but the way they like to die, they say natural causes. You've heard that, like, just die of natural causes. By the way, that is bullshit. Dying of natural causes. If I ever have a kid, I'm going to name him either Shark Week or Toyotathon. If they're twins, I'm naming them Shark Week and Toyotathon. My girlfriend said if we have twins, she wants to name them Luke and Leia. What a fucking nerd. I'm just kidding. I don't have a girlfriend. I just stay up late nights alone, watching the TV. It's just on. And to this day, they're still trying to convince me every night that these girls have gone wild. I know wild. Trust me. Not me. I want to die, and I want it to hurt. I want it the worst pain possible. I want to die like I mean it. I want to be trampled to death by a giant hippopotamus with a mounted chain gun during the Battle of Armageddon, fighting on the wrong side. I don't want a bedpan. I don't want you to hold my hand. I don't care if you will follow me into the dark. That's not wild. Hey, if we give you a t-shirt, will you guys smush your tits together? Okay. That's not wild. Real wild involves, like, unibrows and shit. Like hairy legs and probably mental illness. You want to see a girl gone really wild, I'll give you like some shaky Super 8 footage out in the woods. Girl comes out in a nightgown looking like Jodie Foster from the movie Nell, like masturbating and scooping shit off of herself. Ah! It's hot! Don't make me eat it! Ah! Ah! That's wild. That's not sexy at all. Just a archangel in full samurai armor to just flat down and mount an oversized hippopotamus with a mounted Gatling gun and just to trample me into the mud in the name of the Lord, because I must be stopped. I want him to miss a lot too. I want him to be like, you know what I mean? Just like spread me out like hummus on a bagel. And I want to be awake for it. I want to be like, I want to be thinking the whole time. Well, I might be thinking, ah, it hurts so bad, but I'm not thinking I'll never hear my granddaughter laugh or I'll never see a sunset again. My whole shit is squished. I know those girls haven't gone wild because I knew my mother. Thank you. The jokes are funnier when I'm crying. First, I was laying on the floor because that's where I slept. In she walks, boom, butt naked. Pulls me up by my head and screams, "Where did you hide my pills, Rachel?" And then she swung and hit me in the temple with the tip of an iron. And when I woke up, I thought, girl's gone wild. It's weird. I don't know if everybody thinks they have a crazy mom. You know, mom's crazy. Here lies Boney Beezly, died trampled by a giant hippopotamus trying to overthrow God Almighty. My mom was fucking crazy. But I like sci-fi a lot, and when you grow up in the 90s with a crazy mom, you have this like lingering hope that maybe your mom is Sarah Connor crazy. You know, where she's locked up, she's violent and dangerous, and she should be kept away from society, but maybe she's right, and the machines did attack, and all those little kids on that one playground are now just exploded in little puddles of hair and teeth on the seesaw. Turns out, my mom's not Sarah Connor crazy. My mom's like wake you up in the middle of the night with her ear to the wall, like, psst, listen, listen, there's a baby crying in there and it won't stop crazy. You don't get to fight the machines in that scenario. Women think that we like large breasts. It's because of beer ads. And it's not that we don't like large breasts. It's just like, that's what you guys think. You think like big tits, that's what we're looking for. Like, and that is not fully the case. There's so much other criteria involved, really. Because if big tits did it, everybody's grandma would be on a Budweiser billboard. Mama had huge tits. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I mean, there's consistency, shape. There's, like, nipple placement is key. You know what I mean? Like it can't be like, it can be really big. Have you ever met a woman and she's in a sweater or something when you meet her, and they're just like, boy, they're just standing up for themselves. They're proud Americans. Yeah. And then when you take them home, they just lay down on the job. They become those like weird like pizza slice shaped peninsula things. And you know what I'm talking about, and you're kind of trying to smush them back into place like a water balloon full of butter. And you're just like, this isn't what I signed up for. Right? And then the shape of a nipple is really important. Like, not only the placement, because they can't really be pointing down, can they? Because that's just totally fucked up. I don't want to have, like, National Geographic thoughts while I'm trying to maintain an erection. Another thing is they should be round. They could be big, they could be small, they could have the little braille things. That's fine, that's natural. But, like, I don't want, like, a solar flare of pigment coming off of it, making me think about doctor's visits. I talk a lot of shit about my mom, I know, but she is the one that taught me that when opportunity knocks, you can ask for a search warrant. A buddy of mine was talking to me not that long ago, and he kind of condescended to me on accident. You know, he was just talking about the holidays, and he was like, you know, he gave his example, and then he was like, you know what, I'm lucky in that way. You wouldn't understand that, Boney, because, well, I had a stay-at-home mom. I was like, oh, I had a stay-at-home mom. She just had a tendency to stay at other people's homes. Oh, you guys don't like that one? I love that one. That's because you are nice people. And any of those little bumps, they should not rival the nipple in any way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't like worry that there's like a contingent that's trying to overthrow the nipple. Leave them in power. I need to know who's in charge on this tit. The problem with skinny women is they only have one vagina. You give me a big girl and some Crisco, the whole world is a vagina. And I'm a little dude, you know what I mean? Like, I'm climbing around like some sort of a tree lemur or frog. I'm just squeaking in and out of things. I don't know what I'm doing. I might have had anal sex for the first time in my life the other night. I don't know. I don't care. Because with a big girl, you're safe. You know what I mean? You're safe. And I don't mean like they could beat somebody's ass, although maybe they could. But like, I mean you're safe. Like, you could run, jump on a trampoline, and do a flying squirrel and land boner first. You're safe. No problem. I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you for listening to me. Bye-bye, I'm Boney.